Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we rip open financial documents to find the juicy bits. Today we're looking at Scilex Holding Company, and you might want to buckle up because this one involves doubling down on loans and a whole lot of stock. This report is all about a material change for Scilex Holding Company, essentially a big deal involving money and stock. The key date here is the 8th of December 2025. When significant updates happened. Now, Scilex has a couple of things registered with the SEC, their common stock and their warrants to purchase that stock. The common stock is trading under the ticker symbol Clex on the Nasdaq, and the warrants are CLXW. Scilex is identifying as an emerging growth company, which means they get some flexibility with reporting rules. They've also chosen not to use the extended transition period for new accounting standards, so they're playing by the latest financial rulebook right away. Okay, so let's get to the core of this filing. Scilex Holding Company, also known as Scilex, had already entered into a loan agreement on the 1st of December 2025 with the St. James Bank and Trust Company Limited. This was for up to $50 million. As collateral for this loan, Scilex pledged about 9.2 million shares of another company called Datavault AI Incorporated. But here is the update, the big news from the 8th of December. They've amended that loan agreement and they've basically doubled the total amount of money they can borrow, now up to $100 million, and with that bigger loan comes more collateral. They've increased the number of Datavault AI shares. They're pledging to 85.8 million. This amendment essentially means Scilex is leaning in harder on this credit line, securing more funds while putting more of its Datavault AI holdings on the line. The original terms of the loan agreement are still in place for everything else. They're basically betting on their ability to generate enough return from whatever they use this money for to pay back this larger loan and any interest. As for the exhibits, the main one here is the actual amendment to that loan and pledge agreement that we just talked about. And this report is signed off by Henry G., the Chief Executive Officer and President of Scilex Holding Company, on the 12th of December 2025. Looking at this filing, Scilex Holding Company is clearly making a significant move to increase its available capital through debt financing. Doubling their potential loan amount to $100 million indicates a strong need for funds, likely to fuel operations, further development, or perhaps strategic acquisitions. The fact that they are pledging such a substantial number of Datavault AI shares as collateral shows how critical these shares are to their financial strategy. While having access to more capital is generally a positive sign of growth potential, it also introduces increased financial risk. If Scilex ventures that this loan funds do not perform as expected, they could potentially lose a very large portion of their Datavault AI holdings. A key question is the intrinsic value and future prospects of Datavault AI. If that company's stock is expected to appreciate significantly, then pledging it might be a smart move. However, if Datavault AI's value is uncertain or declining, this becomes a much riskier proposition. We need to watch closely how Scilex utilizes these funds and whether their investments generate sufficient returns to service this larger debt. The company's direction seems set on aggressive expansion funded by debt, which can be a powerful engine for growth, but also a recipe for disaster if not managed with extreme care and foresight. Alright, that is our breakdown of Scilex Holding Company's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.